Okay, I'm gonna start recording. I just started. So I guess like a general thing is before like I asked you like this what what are your goals of this what are you trying to learn? What are you like obviously the simple question is you're looking to improve, you're looking to fix your mistakes, but is there something like specific in mind that you're having trouble with? Like, oh, I don't know when to go in. I don't know how to play the map, stuff like that.
Yeah, I have issues where I feel like I'm just wandering around the map without it's like not every game, but like sometimes I just have like no idea like where the plays are, like where I should be going. And I guess like laning phase especially, I'm really trying to get like a good solid like first 10 minutes of the game and have like good gold lead, whatever I can do.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good thing to be working on. So, a lot of like knowing where to be and um like how you should play lane, where you should be at like which time in the map really depends on like your experience with the game and every situation that you run into. So like for example, in this, the first thing you can already see is that the enemy has two teleports on you. So it's gonna
Mhm.
be really hard for you guys to play the map, especially since you're the only one with teleport, and they scale really hard.
Yeah,
So immediately when you get into this game, what is like your goal?
I was thinking like try and pop Corki, Vayne, or maybe Gangplank because they're kind of squishy.
Yeah,
So I took Electrocute.
yeah. So electric is fine here. I think it's pretty good into Corki, especially like Vayne Corki and gameplay, like you said. And one thing is that they scale really hard. So some things I'm gonna look out for in this game is, are you able to build a lead early and try and end the game earlier? Because if they scale, your team is basically a two threat comp. I wouldn't consider unless like Volibear and Poppy are like more like tanky, and normally like three threat comps are a lot more successful, like GP, Corki, and Dane. Like you have to kill all three of these damage dealers, right? But if they
Yeah,
kill you or Jin, your team does no damage.
yeah, we like
So
fall apart.
yeah, exactly. So you have to basically kill those three, and while they only have two targets to kill. But we can like talk more about that later. So I'm gonna try to have it from your point of view, so that I don't see anything from the enemy, and then uh, we don't have any kind of like vision bias and stuff like that in kind of like decision making.
Yep.
So immediately, I
Welcome
already
to
like what you're
Summoner's
kind of
Rift.
doing in terms of like watching lane. Every VOD I've reviewed, probably 90% of them, people just sit at this tower. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
really
Until
good. Like
minions
you're already
spawn.
like one step ahead of a lot of players. And I mean, I do it too. I kind of sometimes I like sit at the tower and then I run and go and get something. But it's good that you're here because it can prevent an invade. So I hope you keep on doing that because that's a really good habit to have.
Got it.
And your starting item is really good here too. Let me see what runes you actually have. Yeah, this is good.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I think I took Magic Res.
You
Or did I
took
take
armor here,
Armor? Armor. Okay.
which is fine. Both are fine. Corky does do a lot more magic damage, and okay, so I'm gonna make like a first call out here is when you walk like this, you already know they're not here. But what if they had boarded like here or like here before you had gotten here, and then they're sitting in here? You walk up to this, you have no flash, you're
I'd be
dead.
dead. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So what you want to do in future is when you start you can start your queue, and you'll see me do it too. Is that I like walk kind of like path like this, and then
Yep.
chuck a queue into here or something, right? If
Yep.
you want to go word here, chuck a queue into here, make sure it's clear, and then once you like, cause you can stand right here and then queue it, right?
Yep.
And then go for like a vision ward. You don't need this to be that deep in. Like you can see how much it's covered. If you put it like right here, which is a little safer, you don't have to go all the way up to commit.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if they had warded here, you walk up here, they collapse
I'm
you
like
like
so
this
dead.
and this. You're dead.
Yeah.
Especially with that flash. So you want to be
Yeah.
careful. In terms of like when you're warding early. Same thing with this side. If you decide to ward, you want to like walk kind of like this and then chuck a Q into the bush, and then if it's clear, you can like ward right here or right here. So
Gotcha.
that's a really that's a and the reason I'm saying this is because this concept doesn't just apply to level 1. It applies every single time you kind of face check bushes in the future, or you don't always have to queue it, but you need to be prepared for someone to be in the bush. Because let's say it's 30 minutes into the game, your Baron's up, they're all in here, and you want to, oh, you're trying to go for a ward or something. They kill you, they take Baron, you lose the game.
Yep.
So concepts like that are really, really important to remember, and that could set you behind. Because look where the wave's already here. If they were here stacked, they kill you. You're in base while Corki gets a lead.
Yep.
Any lead Corki gets, and in this matchup, your goal is to like kind of stop him from scaling. If you scale, you are pretty much doomed. What is the hotkey for you? Good, kind of like the generic. That's fine, taking it out of there. You're just going for farm here.
He's about to hit 2.
First blood.
This is okay. I think he could have hit you a couple times when you walked up.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like I never get punished as hard in my like silver games that you do on your stream.
Yeah, I think you'll eventually, when you get better and you play against people, you'll have to learn what to deal with in terms of like getting punished and what you can walk up for and what you can't walk up for. Like, since you know that you're not getting punished as much, it's okay to not go like play back. Okay, that's good. So what is the state of the wave right now? What's gonna happen?
It's like pushing towards. No, wait, it's gonna rebound. No, it's definitely pushing. Oh wait, no, I've got 4 minions. Never mind. It's pushing towards his turret.
Yes. Is this a fast or slow?
It's like slowish.
Okay. So what at this point in the game, what are you like thinking of? What's your thought process?
I usually try and like build up the waves to crash a like bigger wave because I just feel like safer doing it.
Okay. So you see Vice right here. So if you take
Yeah.
too long to push this, she's definitely gonna gank you if the wave hits like right here. But
Okay.
like we said, you have a wave that's slow pushing in, right? What is the next wave going to be?
Is it a cannon wave? Yeah,
Yes.
cannon wave.
So the next wave is gonna be a cannon. Is it? Oh no, was that the cannon wave? Sorry.
Oh, it must have been the or it's the one
No,
after this.
is this the third wave? This is the. Sorry, I miscounted the wave. So the next one should be a cannon wave.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what he TPs. Vi's coming up. So the next wave that comes in, you want to push on the cannon wave. Yeah. So this you could
Yeah, this is really
actually
bad.
slow down just a little bit. You don't need to cue the wave. So yeah. So this is the first and second wave.
Yep.
Or third. Yeah. 9. Yeah, this is actually the third wave that's coming in. So the fourth wave is going to be a cannon here. So you've cleared 2 waves so far. This is the third wave that's here. And then the next wave after this one should be. So
Yep.
your goal here is not. So this is kind of dangerous to do. Okay, so sorry, I miscounted. So here you can see that Corky TP's in, and you do see that Vi spot side. You can kind of slow push this and build up a way, because right now you don't have any gold to really buy anything, right? Because you didn't get the kill.
Yep.
So you have 400 gold in your inventory. You could maybe buy like an amp tome, which isn't like really that good of a buy. And if you had to back, yeah, you can back and get it. But At this point, I would say the best thing to do here is to kind of like not queue the wave and just start to build up a slow push, because you don't need to EW here, right? Because now you just
Yeah, I'm
lost
like out of
all your
energy.
pressure for 2
Yeah.
seconds, right? All for 1Q on Corky. Now this wave, you're
It's like
vulnerable to
so
Vi.
screwed.
Now you're
Yeah.
vulnerable to Vi. Vi is just hugging bot side, but if she saw this wave and the way you pushed it, look how open
She'd
you are
gank.
to a gang. All she had
Yeah.
to do was, because you didn't know where she was after she cleared this ward. She's gonna clear this. Right, she's gonna sweep this. So she could have just half up. So yeah, so instead she goes, she greets for this. But oh crap, sorry. She can just path up and sorry, it's a little bit after this. So she can path up and you don't have to trap for 20 seconds, and basically they will either force you to recall or deny you off the wave.
Hmm.
And since you're in like lower elo, people aren't gonna really know how to punish, because look, you don't have Trap for 20 seconds. She could have made it up in like what, 10 seconds and then just ganked
Yep.
you. You don't have any abilities. All they have to do is just Corky W onto you, and then Vi just flashes and kills you. So
Yeah, and the wave's like
this wave,
frozen
this
too.
wave's kind of bad. Yeah, you want the cannon wave that's so let's say theoretically you were slow pushing, your wave would like kind of be like right here ish, and then this next wave is like a cannon, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you see how Vi's coming? If she did
Yep.
that just a little bit earlier, you would have died. But if you had this wave with this cannon, right? You have this wave built up. You have all your other minions. So let's see, you have. So you have. Oh crap. Okay, so you have like this. So a couple of these would die. I'd say like maybe like 3 or 4 would die here. In the transition. Especially with that next wave coming in. So yeah, you don't want to like force this wave down. So you'd have like basically I'd say like 3-ish minions in like 2 to 3 minions on this wave, and then you'd have this next wave with it as well. And it'd be
Then
like
the
right
cannon
here.
wave too after
Right.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd be right here, and then when the cannon wave comes, what you do is you actually start to push faster. So you have this whole wave plus the cannon wave into his tower. Like you have it shoving in, because it'll be like right
Yep.
here. You clear his cannon wave, you get that shoving in. He can't freeze, he'll take too much damage. You get a free recall.
Got it. And you were saying as soon as you saw Vi show bottom, that's like the clue to kind of like slow push it?
Well, no, that's your clue to ward. When you see Vi on bot side, you should be warding like here or here.
Okay.
That's your clue to ward. Not to slow push. So the reason why I'm saying a slow push is good here is because you can get a free recall off because you've built up a wave. Like, you know that it's gonna slow push. But because you're slow pushing here, Vi will gank you to kind of let him like break off the minions and then freeze it. Because think about, you shove this here, he holds the minion wave here, Vi just zones you, and you just lose the lane.
Yep.
So your goal is to actually ward and get vision, and then
like
build
hover
up
top.
your minion wave. Yeah, hover top side, build up your minion wave so that they can't fight you, right? Because you never want to gank if there's like 12 minions. That you'll be able to at least net a kill in a 1v2 if they fight you in a
Gotcha.
big wave. But this, you see these 4 with these 6, and then the next wave that comes in, you'd probably have like some of these will die, so you'd probably have like 10 minions or something. But that's really important, especially early when your wave is bouncing back, because you want to have pretty good recall.
Yep.
Because if I were you, I would have tried to just spin it like. Since this wave's already bricked and you've already kind of ruined it, future reference is that you can get pushes off like that, and I can send you resources of kind of like slow pushing and getting like good recalls off. But here, to fix this, what I would do if I were you is I would just clear these, minions and then recall, and then by the time this cannon wave reaches center again, so like right here, Vi ganked you, but I would just like if you had warded, you wouldn't have known as well, right? Like when she
Yep.
was bot, you'd have known she's panicked. But you want to clear this and then recall. But instead, this wave is actually gonna start to push towards yours. But he has an item advantage on you right now. His longsword
Mhm.
is here. So right now you're kind of just farming and you're not able to actually fight him. Like you can.
He
trade
like
with
broke the
forces,
freeze
though.
though, which
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
he
really
broke
lucky.
it. Yeah. So this is basically it's even like a stalemate mid. So right now you can trade with them, but your idea right now is you want to recall as soon as possible to buy your items. If you're holding like 700 gold, so you want to maybe get like 850 buy a blasting one or like 1k for like an alternator.
Mhm.
So you can stay. The best time to recall would have been before, but now you kind of have to stay. Look how
Yep.
big this wave is. So you trim this wave down. Yeah. Hopefully you hit all these.
Oh my god. Ooh, whoops.
There, you just want to like auto queue.
Yep.
Yeah, not that though. That one you want to play. The back line is one tower shot and one Q will kill. So you don't want to queue the other minions. Yeah. So you're pushing here to recall. Makes sense. Okay, so you should recall here. Yeah.
Team double kill.
So he's gonna freeze this.
Yeah,
If
this is
he's smart, he'll
unlucky.
freeze this.
I think he's smart.
Yeah, so you're gonna lose a couple minions here, which is okay. Not the best back, but acceptable. So
Like
you,
down like so many CS on him. It's unlucky. I think I was CSing really bad.
Blue team
yeah, that's
slain
just
the
a
dragon.
practice and knowing which ones you can come up on. But it's a lot of like this, right? You lose cannon here because
Yep.
of the way you back. So
It's like I fast pushed it, but because it was like so close to my turret when I fast pushed it, he could like stop it and hold it.
yeah, so your wave's already here. So after you clear this, so you're clearing this wave. If you want to recall, you want to look at to see where your mini wave is, and obviously the next wave's not here. So you know that you can clear this mini wave really fast. So you can fast push this, right? And then what happens is he's gonna try and hold the wave. So you have two options here, right? What are they?
I guess I could like walk up and try and like harass him a bit to try and get it to crash, or I could just say like screw it.
Yeah. So you have two options. The one is what you said. You harass him. So you it's bad to recall here. Like it's an
Yeah.
acceptable back, because eventually like you're gonna come back and then you're probably gonna kill him. But this is what kind of sets you behind is that he gets this freeze off. All you have to do
Mhm.
here is walk up to him and hit him with a Q or something and force him to trade with you so that when he hits you with like a Q or something, he'll hit this minion wave and he'll fuck up the wave, right?
Yep.
You know Vi's top, so you're safe. So you want to trade with him here to get him to break this. That's option one to fix this wave, right? Otherwise,
Mhm.
you lose cannon and you fall behind, like as you saw, right?
Yep.
So that's option one. What is option two here?
I don't know.
So uh, your teleport's down. Did you TP before, or is this bugged?
Um,
Your TP
I
should be up. I
I
think
thought
your
it was
TP should
up
be up.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's just bugged with the icon.
it's weird. It's
But
like dark.
it should be up. It should. I think. Let me see. Let me try to like.
Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, just like recall by TP back and reset it.
Yeah. Your TP's up. It's just bugged. So you have to TP here when he freezes.
Yep.
Because you're gonna lose too many minutes, right? Um, not this way. So we'll Okay. Okay. So you have this wave.
Double kill.
Your options are to, one, harass him and make him kill you so he breaks the wave. Or option two is you need a TP back. Otherwise, you'll lose too many minions. Look. 1, 2.
Plus the cannon. Oh yeah, the third melee dies too. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, cannon. So this is where you start. So you've probably lost like 150 gold here so far. Yeah. So now he has this wave built up on you, and then now you're pretty much vulnerable to a gank. But his wave's gonna push towards you. I think one thing you can do is you can trade with Corky more, especially since you have shields and second wind. Some things I noticed is that you're not like really hitting him while he's farming. And you gotta remember that this guy like quote unquote ADC, so you should be able to hit him. So what do you do with this Wayfair?
I was trying to like kill a few minions to kind of like do what he did to me.
This is good. So he can't recall. He should not be recalling here. But because how he stopped you,
Yeah.
so he's doing what you should have done before. He's gonna stop you from freezing, and he's gonna finish jumping the wave out. You can actually look to engage that. You should be able to 100-0 out. So he successfully crashed the wave, which is what kind of you needed to do before. So he basically gets a recall. If he wants to. He's not gonna recall. I think he should actually shove this wave. He could have recalled. But he's gonna fully shove this wave. And when he uses his abilities like that, you need to trade with him. Like, walk.
The Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just Q'd as well. Like, he has no Q, no E. Just walk up and actually attack him. Like, your R alone is gonna probably deal like a third of his HP. You have Ignite, you have Q, you have E. You at least can blow his flash. Which he doesn't have from, I think, the previous fight. So if you time summoners properly, so when he got first blooded, he flashed. So you should be able to kill him here, especially since he's running TP as well and he used TP.
Yep.
So you should be looking to like engage on stuff like that. When there's like squishy champions that just step up to you like that, poke him down, get him to like 80%, and then just all in down. So he should recall. Oh wow, he's staying. Oh, he's Jumbler? Okay, so he must have nothing to buy. Okay, but he's at, like, you see how you're kind of spreading arm, you're not fighting him at all?
Yeah.
That's a really bad thing to do against a champion who has, like, injuries. But you have a good... Oh, okay. I guess, not greedy paid off there, but I would have, honestly,
Gone for it?
I would have gone for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm greedy. And I think you would have killed him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's look at this. What do you have? Let's see. So you have your empowered auto.
I've got another Q too.
Plus,
Yeah.
what's it like?
Oh, and Ignite.
90. You have Ignite, you have R, he has no flash.
Yeah.
So, he has 400 HP. Your
Yeah, I should just
R
go for
and
it.
Ignite and Q alone should kill him. I think you go for it, and then, I mean, in hindsight, if I was here, but I think you go for it and you go for the kill.
Then like escape up top or something, like top left.
And then run top left.
Yeah.
I think you could have actually killed 5.
Really?
Yeah, this. Okay. So Gorgon's out of the fight. 5's level 5.
Oh yeah.
36
You're
health
totally
bar.
right.
I'm pretty sure you kill her here. I think what you should do is you R her. and then you Q, and then your E. I think you kill Vi there.
I probably like panicked, but yeah, I totally agree. That makes total sense.
Okay,
She's
so
so
this guy
like
has
small.
600 HP. You have your R. So he's pretty full HP, so I'd say 80 damage. You have your Q, and you have your Ignite. So if you R him, you get your passive once, one Q, another passive. Then you have enough energy to get a second Q off. So another passive, so you'll have 3 passives. And then your E should, by the time that comes off, your E should... Yeah, I think you killed there. I think you killed there. So he heals himself again, so... Okay, so wow. So try to be on the lookout for like kill opportunities. Like that's kind of just playing aggressive and limit testing.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
Blue team
I was trying to
double kill.
go bot, I think. I don't know.
This is really bad. This is really bad.
I should have crashed the mid wave, right?
I would say you recall. There's okay, so right here, you clear this and then just recall. I think your bot lane already kills.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you just gotta, right here, when you realize that they won the fight, recall. Start the recall.
hmm
Because this guy is probably like right here or something. I don't know where he is.
Oh, check the Fogavore box. Bottom left.
Oh no, I just I didn't want to show vision. Okay, yeah, so he's like in base, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just don't want to like see what the enemy has because I want it from your point of view. But yeah, so you're right. He's like right there, right? So you don't
Yep.
need to walk down this way. You're wasting time while he comes back
Blue
from
team
base.
double kill.
You see how much time you're wasting?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
now
probably
you
can't
have
even
to
crash
deal
it
with
now.
this wave. You won't fully be able to crash it. Okay, he actually roams bot here, which you shouldn't recall here. Okay, you should be pushing this wave while you score your bot. Okay, this is
Yeah.
good.
Red team double kill.
But you're holding quite a bit of gold that I personally think you should have reset because if he came mid, he would have just fucked you. So. Oh, you should kill him.
Yeah.
Nautilus, dude, you should be recalling. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you see how if you guys actually skirmished 2v2, you would have lost. Because you're holding what, like
Almost giant
1,000
rod
of
or
gold,
whatever.
and then you're basically at 1.6k like kill value, and he has basically like 2k.
Yep.
So he spent his gold, and as fights get closer, it's important. This is a good TP back. It's important, but you wouldn't have had the TP, right? Because you would have had a good
Yeah,
recall
just
before.
right. Yep.
And in this case, are you going Shadow Flame here? I don't know what you
Yeah,
did.
I think I went Shadow Flame first.
Okay, if you're going Shadow Flame here, sell your shield or your potion. Yeah, sell your shield here for a rod. Sell your shield here for a rod. A rod is
Okay.
going to be way stronger because it's 60 AP versus the 25 for alternator. You'll be a lot stronger here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have had 60 AP plus short boost, and you would have like shit on that. Also try, yeah. I think you're running an attack speed ruin. Yeah, you are.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh no.
I can tell because you wouldn't been able to get that off, and you have some plus attack speed. So yeah. That's fine.
I should
'cause
fix that.
yeah. See how you do that and you're confident there? You need to do that more. Like that.
Yeah,
should
like
have
earlier
happened
on for
previously.
sure.
Yes. And it because you're missing out on a lot of gold that you can like a lead that you could be pushing even harder. Push mid.
Yeah.
You should be pushing mid. You should not be bot here. This is bad. This is bad. Your team already won, right?
Yeah.
You keep doing this. This is probably why you don't end up, because you could be like level 10
Hmm.
or something, or close to level 10. If you stop doing that and your team already won, why are you pinging to here, right? What do you get from here versus if you get here? You're gambling on the fact that this guy's not sitting under his tower, that you'll trade 1-for-1, or you're gambling on the fact that you'll get a kill, right? So why not just push this wave out? Because look how much minions you're losing because your wave is still pushing, right? Look at this.
Yeah. It's like probably actually a kill.
Look at this.
Yeah. Bad.
So you basically just wasted.
Red team double
Okay.
kill.
So you wasted 30 seconds that you could be getting resources, and instead you got 75 gold and like, not even 75 gold, like 10 gold, 25 gold for the ping. Right? Do you see?
Yeah.
And then you just completely lost your lane pressure. But luckily he pushes up like this to where you can just aggro him. So you lost like half of a minion wave. You could have maybe even taken a plate in that time too. 40 seconds is a lot of time.
Hmm.
So what do you do here? You should line up your team so you can hit the full wave usually. Oh.
Oops.
Okay, what do you look here? Your team's looking for. You should recall.
I think so.
Recall.
Okay.
And reset.
And get my health back.
Or push. Recall or reset or push.
Oh, Corky went top.
Yes. So you see, you should push and get a play.
Yep.
Get a plate. Get a plate. Get a plate. Get a plate. There's no reason to walk down right there for like 2 seconds. You see how much time you're wasting?
Yep.
Like these little small actions you're wasting a time. You could be just getting a little bit. It all adds up. These little bits where you step here, step there, you could be getting resources.
There's been at least like 5 of them by now, right?
Yeah. So you know that you can kill Corky. So another option you have is you can hold this wave, like trim it down to 3, and then pull it here, and then freeze it, and force them to fight you.
Mhm.
You should recall here. This is a good time to recall. Or push out another wave and then recall.
Oh no. What am I doing?
Okay. Look at this. Look at this wave. You're going. Remember when I said it's bad to fight in a huge wave like this?
Hmm.
Yeah. So you're going to go down bot. You have good vision, right? So if they do push up, this is a good angle. This is if they push up, this is a good game. But they don't. Right? They don't. So what happens here?
Oh yeah, he's gonna like take
Corky
plates.
Free farming again while you go for a kill here, right? I hope you don't die here.
The grief might eat.
Oh, you should. Okay, so it's okay to like E here.
Yep.
But when she gets like CC'd like this, you should kill her.
Uh-huh.
You should R in. While she's knocked up, you should just R and then kill her.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Would have done a lot of damage.
But again, why are you going down for a play like that? When your Corky's getting a free farm, right? So of course, like, if what needs to happen is your team needs to freeze the wave, and you need to be confident that they're overextended. This is not overextended. This is if Corky rotates down, or if Vi's like on the tail side, because you had a word here, but they picked it. If I was like even here, they turn on you guys, and you lose that fight, and the Corky is free farm in. So this is like a gamble. This is like I'm desperate for a roam, and I keep getting a good win. But that's wrong, right? Because you can kill Corki, so why are you not killing Corki? And then
Mhm.
fix like getting a good wave in, pushing the wave, and then help your teammates. Don't set yourself behind so that you gamble at a chance to maybe get a kill bot. Because now, if Corki was good, he takes 2 plates there.
Yep.
Luckily, they rolled, and then you can get a kill, and then you shove out this way. What are you gonna do with half a bar of HP?
I don't know. Oh man.
Right. So now they disengage, you walk up, and then you just wasted time, right? So now look at this.
Yep.
You lose this wave too. So at this point, Corki is what, like a few waves ahead of you. And this is all because you're like kind of dancing in between lanes, hesitating your calls. Like, you've shown that you can kill Corki. Do it. You don't have to constantly do it over and over, but don't let him free farm and step up like this when you know that you have the advantage of lane. Okay.
Shut down.
Okay. In my eyes, what you should be doing here is you should be shoving. Because they're about to rotate mid. Vi's about to rotate mid after she takes Scuttle. Okay, so Corki goes top. This is good for you. I think you missed her. You should be able to kill her here. So, I think you thought, I think in hindsight you knew that you could kill her, but you just missed your E.
I think I like missed an R opportunity on her.
Yes, you did. So, the right here, it's good that you're pathing down bot, because there's no wave, right? And there's no
Yeah.
plates. So, you pathing down here is fine. But the minute you see this, you see him top, right? You should be looking to engage on whoever comes, right? So Vi's right here, you should go in to kill her. You should, instead of pathing this way, you should path this way, right?
Yep.
You don't even have to R here. You can just walk up to her and Q her and slow her, and if she like R Qs away, you can like E and then R. But this is a kill really good because she has double buffs here. So you should be looking to kill her, especially since she's fighting topside. And the way the bot lane is, you would be able to one-shot Vi before she comes, especially with Shadow Flame short boots. So you missed a kill here. I think you realized too late that because you eventually walk up and Q and then E, which is a little too late. So instead you get like more than 3 for here. Wow, they actually.
Yep. I think we get 2.
Okay, that's really good. That's really good.
Kind of like so super random that it worked out that way. Like I should have just gone on by.
I think she should have backed up when she saw you. Most people would back up there. But right now, I'd say Corki has gotten more successful game stuff than you have, which is a really bad thing, considering
I think he.
that's supposed to be scaling.
Yep, and I think he got like more plates even. Did he get 2 plates?
Play more aggressive here. Like also, I don't think you have warded like any good place at all. From what I've seen. Like,
where do you normally drop them?
Like here, like anywhere that kind of gives you coverage in lane to prevent you from ganking, right? If you had a ward here, you would have saw Vi pathing and you would have been able to walk this way instead of this way, right? So it's all like little tiny things. Try not to. I do it too, but this is a tip that I think will be helpful for like any player in general. This is gonna die to the tower and auto. So what you do is you let the tower auto hit this, and then you hit it auto once. Then what happens is the tower's gonna hit this, and then you can auto or Q it, and then 2 tower shots, 1 auto, and then just Q the back line. Like don't miss like 3 CS, because every little bit of gold will contribute to your victory. This is So again, if you're gonna recall. Don't hesitate and waste 3 seconds walking slow. Just clear the wave and then recall.
Smack the B button.
Yeah. Now you don't always just have to recall. So he's gonna be dealing with this cannon wave here, and you need to immediately get back to lane. You should switch. Okay, you switch your sweep. Good.
I think I have empowered TP now.
Yeah, you do.
It's wasted. God. I forgot I did so many dumb things this game. It's a good one though for learning.
I'd say, okay, so I wanted to do one because I wanted to see when you TP. So you started channeling it now. Your team already won this fight. No way you'd have a Vayne Humi that's at his tower, right? They get the kill. You can just, you're already here almost at this wave. Just catch this wave.
Yeah. It's probably like that's probably the same amount of gold too as like a kill even.
You don't even get the gold.
Yep.
You get one assist. Right? But now you guys share this gold, and then no one gets this cannon mid.
Yep.
Right. So a lot of what like lower elo people do is they actually lose a lot of resources, because they don't catch waves and they don't properly shove waves, and they lose like stuff on the map. So if you had caught this wave and you pushed while Corky's top, you would have denied. Not only would you have gotten this CS, you would have denied them CS as well.
From the crash, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I feel like if I had done things like that the whole time, I would be even with Corky and CS.
you would be even, and you'd be either even in CS or up higher in levels. That's part of why you're kind of behind on levels. Yeah, so you're like kind of like, you're like kind of walking around doing nothing when you could be taking resources on the map. So, yeah, my expectation here is that you shove this. So again, you can angle your Q to hit the whole wave. Like position your Q that you can hit more minions. That's a huge thing people don't do, because now you're taking way longer to clear this, right?
Yep. I should probably like practice tool that even.
Okay. So what should you be doing here?
Dragon's coming up, so probably like, do I have sweeper up? No. Wait, I can't tell. It's so weird.
Yeah,
I guess I should wander into their jungle, right?
Your
With
sweeper's
sweeper.
down because I think you sweep here. Yeah. So what you should do is you should group with your team here, because if they get engaged on here, you're gonna lose the fight. Because Corky's already. You see how you're late to the fight? There's no plate here. You should have pushed the wave and then immediately rotate with your team. Right? Then right here, you would already be in position to go in.
Yep.
You would already mentally prepare. Good.
Oh no.
So, alright, let's watch this again. So, you're out of position. You could have, like, gotten a flank or something, or, like, anything, right? You would have been in position, so... Dragon's coming up, okay, you're hitting it. Then you see them collapse, like, going towards your team. You should immediately rotate. Look, see that you're about to fight, rotate. Start rotating, because it's 16:39. You don't get there till 10 seconds later. Which in turn, had you been ready, you would have been able to follow up on this Nautilus ulti, right?
Yep.
Look at this.
Yeah, way better to kill her than die.
Way ahead and follow up on this Nautilus ulti. This guy, I don't know what the hell he's doing. But, no, you can't follow up on this because you're, like, late, right? I would consider you late. You're late to the fight. Here, HP, and you basically have to use everything on 5.
Their jungler, yeah.
Remember we were talking like kind of like the 3 threat, the 2 threat, stuff like that?
Yep.
You're basically out of the fight, so it's just Jin, and then they still have their 2 threats. So,
Mhm.
2 so it's quote unquote a 3v3.
Them because they're like of a threat.
Yes, exactly. They have more threats than you. And your front line is dead. So, you're forced to recall here. I'd say the only thing you could have changed about that fight was you could have gone a little bit earlier so that you could engage on main and then give your team like kind of like the confidence to engage because they'll see how low they get.
Mhm.
And then
And maybe get kill Vayne
Vayne
instead of Vi, because like I was deeper.
Yeah, exactly. Molly Bear's coming up, right? If you had Chunk Vi, they'd be freaking out, right? I
Yep.
mean, if you had Chunk Vayne, they'd probably be freaking out. Molly Bear would probably follow up with you. But instead, he sees you kind of low, so he kind of hesitates to go in. And then also, you should be like, I can't think, but what you should be doing there is, if you were here, right? It's okay that you're a little late. It could be played better, right?
Yeah.
You're not awfully late, but you still are late to where you could have changed the fight. So what you should be doing here is I should be seeing on my way it pings to tell your team to engage. You should be like ding 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 ding, like telling your team to go in, because this guy
Yep.
needs the confidence. He needs to know that you're going in. You need to be communicating with pings, telling him you're going in. Right here, which is what you do, right? Because imagine you're on my way, pings. This guy, instead of standing here, he actually is here, right? You on my way, ping. You're on top of Vayne. This guy jumps in, stuns Vayne. You guys kill Vayne, and then you kill Corki.
Yep.
Like you don't have to. You're kind of just on your own doing your own thing.
Yep.
So now you guys. This guy dies, so he goes to Vayne.
Yeah.
Like, pings are really, really important. That went pretty good. But you should be able to carry this game with the lead you have in terms of gold.
Yeah, it feels like super winnable this game. Just like a bunch of mistakes.
Good. See, you have the confidence to do that, but you don't do that all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never like know when I should or shouldn't. I just like try it to see what happens, and it
Just
like
keep-
works
keep
sometimes.
doing it over and over. So now, next time again, if you ever versus GP and you're at this state in the game and you have these items, he has these items, no MR, you know you can do that, right?
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
about like repetition and experience. Like for example, if someone that has engaged on a champion 200 times is gonna know when to go and when not to go in. Like I knew you could kill Vi there because I've done it.
Yep.
Before, you know that example I was talking about, but you haven't tried it, so you wouldn't know. Like give it a try. If you make a mistake, don't do it again. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, oh, I could kill here. Or in the future, like, oh, if I had landed this ability, I could kill here. If I didn't miss this, I could kill here, right? So next time you do that again, hit that ability when you're in the same scenario, you know you can kill. Or let's say you all in someone, they get away with like 10% HP. So what do you think? Now you go, okay, now I'm gonna chunk him to 90% and then all in him. Or I'm gonna chunk him to 80% and then all in him. And stuff like that. So you keep on doing it over and over, and then eventually you're gonna get used to how strong your champion is, and like at what stages in the game you can actually pressure. You're missing a lot of CS here.
I know. It's like so embarrassing. Probably should just like practice tool CSing a bit. I never even realized how many I missed.
I think it's, you can practice tool it, but I think it's worth it. Like, have a note on your screen and say like focus CSing.
Yeah. I think I like should have respected Corki like damage more or something.
Well, I think that the one, yeah, it's respect damage, but two, it's also like, look on the map, right? This guy has no TP, he's running Ignite, so he's never gonna be there. Your support's down here, it's 3, and there's 4 people up. Where would they be? Where is the enemy gonna be? At this point, if you were the enemy team, where would you go?
Probably between top and mid, like their top jungle. I don't know.
Yeah, to either clear this or to stop you from getting this objective. Right? So what happened? Boom. You have your E here, by the way. You kill him here. You need the E here.
Yeah.
If you E here,
Yep.
and then you don't sit in his W.
He's probably just dead if I hit it.
He's dead. If you E here, he's dead. Quick look. 700 damage. He has 900 HP. You have short shadow flame. He's 43 MR. You EE Q, he's dead. Vi,
Yep.
he's nothing. You're not. You EE Q, you're on this side. You're not in his W.
Yep.
Right. And you live. But instead you die here because you E towards him.
Yep. And miss the E.
But yeah, it's also like, okay, so right here, I think it's fine. Pushing with your W is a bad idea unless you're gonna recall after. Or you know you're not gonna fight. Right? So,
Yeah.
So here, don't just queue 2 minions, right? What you can do is wait a little bit, auto these minions, and then queue them together. You don't need a W here. Just wait for your energy regen. What a lot of people do is they just spam their W, they waste it on clearing waves, and then they miss out on opportunities. Because, granted, your strat here, maybe strat here, maybe your shot, maybe the main thing here is you not Eing him.
Yeah.
You're not Eing him possibly this time.
Yep.
You
It's like the shroud could have been used after we killed him, probably for like Vi to make sure she couldn't like ult me or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Yeah. So this is the stuff that adds up. Now that you've given the enemy like 900 gold, the tower.
Yeah, he takes turret
like,
here.
Now you're falling behind. Right now it's like, okay,
Thanks.
you were playing really well, but now you just gave this guy. He's definitely can't and now this
Yep.
guy is taking the same champions to take over the game. Right. You can't do anything. So he's missing mythic item, but he's building the 3rd item. Right. So you really want to be looking. And the reason why you want to split here is because no one on the enemy team can 1v1 you if you play properly. And 2 is Corki, if he's in team fights, he's gonna fuck your team really hard.
Yep.
So you want to keep him out of team fights. So that's why splitting is really good. Here, like TP here is really good. The TP Ignite here is really good in my opinion. But you kind of just do the same thing. You're pushing. That's fine. Make sure you like clear vision. So, like if you do decide to like cheese or something, you don't just die. So you're pushing. Yeah, you can like queue the backside here. I would auto these and then queue them down. Yeah. You say you're missing like minions.
Yeah, I've like, it's like whenever I play, I'm like I don't miss that many, but watching this VOD, I'm like holy crap, I'm like missing
Yeah,
like
you
all
can
of
be
them.
at like 180.
Yeah.
I mean, CS thing is just a thing that you'll get over time. I'm not really too worried about that. So if you walk here, push the wave. Push the wave. Yeah. But again, you should be left side with your TP. Like, why are you here? You should be opposite side of the map with your TP. See what Corki
Like
does?
split and then yeah.
You should be
Wait,
leading.
go in. Oh my god. What am I doing?
This is a mechanical issue. This is not a map.
Yeah.
Your chunk, that's fine. Engage. Engage. R on him.
To get
R on
through
him.
the Yumi.
Yumi's
Oh,
not gonna root you with one hit. She has to hit you multiple times.
yeah.
Right? So I'll play that in slow mo for you. So okay, whatever, you got hit, right? Right here, this is a really good engagement Nautilus.
Yep.
You get hit once, you get hit twice because you're hesitating.
Yeah, yeah. I should have just gone.
Just go in. But now, if you're on top already, you would have already shrouded and you would have probably been right here. Then you don't get exhausted. Now you get exhausted, right?
Yep.
Now you just shadow the fight. Because you don't
Yep.
have your R1, your E, and then you're already lost all your HP.
Yep.
You should commit to this and kill Corki.
With the R2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I saying that though?
Oh, cause like I'm dead pretty much no matter what, right?
Yes. That's one thing is that you're dead, but two is Corki is a bigger threat than you are, as well as look how much gold he's worth. Track killing sprees. Go for the guys that have bounties.
Good point.
You know that he's 850, you're 300 gold. If you die, it's worth it, right?
Mhm.
Very, very much worth it. But it's all with like the setup on this. Okay, you do have to CC, but like make up for it by engaging. This guy is CC. He's legit airborne, and you're running away. Why are you running away? You should be running towards, right?
Yep.
If anything, you could E towards him and then R to be on top of him too. But just anything that this guy makes such a good pick on your team, but you guys just play it really hard. I blame like you two here.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Because it's like not got a good pick, and we should take it.
Exactly. Corki would be out of the fight, you would be full HP.
I should have done the E behind me because I wasn't doing it at max range, and it would have connected. Like a straight line E.
I mean, just like anything to get you in the fight, because you should be fighting, you should be in there to kill Corki. You gotta pick Corki. But now you just have to, you're forced to back here. So then now you're not getting any resources while Corki's getting resources, you know what I mean? And
Yeah. Push Exum for a moment. Just want to see what the gold diff is. Oh yeah, he's got holy, oh my god, he's got so much. What the hell? That's like such a crazy gold diff.
Yeah, but it kind of happens. So you see how he has a lead?
Yeah, he's like
he's
like 1800.
Yeah, so okay. You're pretty
Yeah, kind of like
this
it's like it slowly grows. Like he gets a little bit more.
Yeah, so like you're pretty even in CS right now, pretty even in gold, right? You got the assists, whatever, right? So like, you're pretty even. So this kind of he grows his lead because of your poor decision making in terms of the waves. Like look at this.
Yeah.
Look at like. So. Okay, you're both pretty even, right? This is, I would say this is okay, pretty even, but you're not like being aggressive enough to where you're like forcing him to either hit you or the base, right? Like he's building his lead here. He's getting the minions. You're missing minions, and you're not really pressuring him. So what he continually does is he's just farming. You're like letting him free farm. He's farming. You're not really stopping him from farming. And on top of that, you're missing minions that are like pretty free. And then he kind of builds the lead up because of his poor wave management, right? So at this point he's
Yep.
already 100. Then this gets to like 200. So he's like 200 right ahead. You're trying to save. And then he takes it to the next level and makes this like a 400 gap. Look at this difference.
Yep.
Like, remember when I said you had to TP or you had to shove the wave and pressure him? Look at the kill difference now. He's basically one whole long sword ahead of you. And then when he goes and makes a play on the map, you're not pushing. You're not pushing minions. You're not taking plays. You're roaming and dancing between lanes. So that's how he gets like. That's how. And then like small misplays that give him like killing streaks and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, you just defeated. Okay. Look at this. Where's your team?
Not where I'm teleporting. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, this is a bad TP.
Yeah. So this guy's recalling. Niles is dead. Volibear, how the fuck is he gonna close this gap without R-ing? Poppy, how's she gonna get there? So if you want to chase something like this, TP right here.
Yeah.
Because then you can actually hit her with an E ignite, and she's dead. But now you just TP and they just walk away. Right?
Oh, she flashed.
You see, if you were here, Volibear's here, you box them in. But you're just pay attention to where you TP. Because this one, easily, you could have just changed the tide of the game. You TP here, you guys kill Vayne by, you get not only Dragon, but you get Baron.
Yep.
And then you turn the tide of the game. But now it's like, now it's okay. Now you're on 5. You're on 5. But now Courtney here is going to do like a game for nothing.
Yeah.
But Vayne would be dead, right? Again, they
Yep.
still have to take rest down. Corki is a really broken champion, and normally most champions can't do that. But any champion with a 6k gold lead on their laner.
Yep. Yeah, he got really big this game.
Yeah, and that's because every time he made a play, you didn't do something to punish it. You just kind of let the wave there, and then let him come back and then catch it, or you didn't take like plates or something to keep yourself within, or you didn't deny resources. So by denying resources, I mean like, okay, shoving a wave, getting it to hit the tower so they lose the minions, freezing, going for a kill, and then pushing the wave. Or building up a wave and then dying and trading 1-for-1 so they lose the whole wave under the tower. Stuff like that, right? Because this guy's not running barriers, he's running TP, so you should always pretty much be able to kill him if he doesn't have flash. Also should not be bot lane here without TP. Because then they just Baron.
True. Good point. I feel like I just got lucky because in these games everyone like hates the Baron.
Yeah, because they're scared.
Oh
But
wait,
now
no, they're just gonna take it.
Yeah. So now you're late. You can't stop them. Your team's also out of position. Yep. This guy just worked so hard. Okay, you worked really
No. He had flash anyway.
How could you have played that better?
I should have just like autoed him.
right
Should go on
here,
GP.
right here. He's out of our range, right? RT range. Oh shit. He's out of RT range, right? Or he's getting out of it, right? What do you do?
Yeah. E towards him, maybe?
Yes. But your E hits your shroud.
Then I can
right?
go back, yeah.
So your E hits your shroud, you get placed right here. You are ignite Q. And he's dead.
Yep.
Or R auto. He's dead. But instead you miss your your Q here because you didn't E. Like your Q
Yep.
R here does like 600 damage. He's like really low, so I think 30% if when it's at his max threshold. Yeah. So he's like this would be dealing 630 damage. He has no magic resist.
Yep.
You legit your R would have just killed him in ignite.
Yep.
Or auto. But you need to close gaps with your E if you can't hit with your R sometimes.
Yep.
Be better at looking at that. Because what happens is you E here, you R, you kill him with ignite or Q, right? And then you'll be then you can flip it back over to go for the line. So you kill GP, everyone's dead except for Bane. Right? These are just like these plays that you have to work on mechanically.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it a lot. I like never even realized like how the MR, like the enemy's MR, like determines like what combo I should be looking to do.
Yeah, you see like throwing E out there is fine because you land you can go.
Oh man, if only I was there.
Okay, so
I kind of like don't know why we're here also.
this is if Corky comes, she's gonna fuck you guys. But
You were like so dead. Yeah.
So what happens here is you're not realizing how strong you are, and you have your E coming back here. Like, hit him with your Q. Like
Yeah.
actually hit him. Like, don't just dance around your shroud. Like, actually use your abilities, right? Because you could maybe look for kill here. So this is fine, but you need to back here because Corky's up.
Yep.
Your team's already ahead of you. You're back. Look how out of position you are.
Yep.
So you need to leave there. You kind of realize too late, so I think you're right. Oh, I think Corky in here. Okay, just R him. Okay, look at that.
Yeah. At 100. Oh my god, I would have like killed like all of them.
If you just R him, and then
They're like all
Q,
dead.
and then E Vayne, and then R2, and she's dead.
It's just like they're like all dead and we
Right?
win the game maybe.
And then you win
Yeah.
the game top here.
Yeah. Oh my god, that feels so bad.
Not man, it's things you don't really like you're an assassin, look for these actual angles and kills, right? Don't
Yep.
It's okay to die if your team like ends up clearing everyone else out and then you get a lot out of it. But instead yeah, that's just really bad. There's nothing you can do here. I would have just left. Like,
Yep.
she's in here. Like, there's no point in using it. You're somebody's dead.
Yeah.
Look at the position as your teammates are in here you are.
So dead.
But you're also, like you said, you're falling behind in CS as well. You're not like looking for resources on the map. At this point in the game, the enemies kind of outscaled you, and they're gonna
Yep.
control probably. They see you. And they know you're there.
God, I've had so many missed E's.
That's okay. I mean, that happens. That happens. But a play like that is kind of risky because it's like there's no objective yet.
Hmm.
So going for a thing like that is fine. Like if you die, it's okay too. Like it's risky, but it's okay because it's like if you die, you should be up for dragon again. I don't really know this time, but and if you go by, your team pretty much gets so much dragon pressure. So that's not like terrible, but then again, wasting your resources on Vi is not really smart. Remember, Forky and Vayne are GP are the threats.
Yep.
You should be looking to sweep and flank to get Forky in. Because if you play front, you're gonna always have to deal with Vi.
Like come from the like the right side through the
see,
tri-bush.
see if you can get a flank off. If you can, it good. If you can't, like if they rotate to you, then just back off, right? But like you could sweep here. Like you're doing exactly. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Right, sweeping. Forky's right here.
Oh yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should go on him.
No, this is fine. Cause Forky's
Oh no,
gonna
what am I
sweep up.
doing?
You're seeing the dragon here. Because yours is out this year. Oh, you're seeing buffs. Okay, you get buffs. You're fine. This is really good. So, look at it, like, okay, whatever. Like, this is a concept that you need to apply to a lot of games. Like, you still focus on Vayne. You're like, okay, I can kill Vayne. Like, where's the wrong? You know, like, go back to the like, you're actually using your resources on the draft, right? You completely ignore Vi, unlike before. You ignore Vi, like what you did, and you're actually killing the carry. That's why they lose this fight automatically once you guys kill this.
Yep.
Something I think you actually
That fight felt good. I feel like, man, we could have even won there. I don't know.
you can't. You could have been there. So what you do now is you need to communicate with your team to set up Baron.
Uh-oh. Oh no, what happened?
I'm surprised you didn't R her.
Yeah, I should have. I don't know actually how. I thought maybe my auto did. No, I think my auto hit. I just didn't like cue her afterwards. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
This is a good pick, but really dangerous. And kind of just like working our bot. Yeah, Vayne pretty much can't do anything. You see how much damage that is there?
Yep, it was just like one E and an auto afterwards.
Exactly.
I think she got my R2. I remember she like condemned me at a like her condemn really messed me up. Oh yeah, she got my E2 with her condemn. I should have done it faster to make it harder for her to react.
Look where your team is, look where you are.
Yeah.
Why if Forky just TP's here, you're dead anyways.
I guess I could have either done it faster or been more patient with it. I don't know.
Okay, so this is a risky play because you have a killing spree, but what you should do here as well is, I don't know if you have Sweeper. No, you don't have Sweeper. Okay, so right here is wait. You don't need to R yet.
team has slain Baron.
So you don't need to initially R. Just Q. Yeah, Q her to slower, and then you can R after. Oh, but I think the initial R. I take it back. The initial R is okay. Look how much you have left on your R. Look, you saw that?
Yeah, it was like I could have been like way more patient with it.
So in like this, you need to be more patient with your R, cause she's still like full, basically half HP. So you don't get like maximum out of it, right?
Yeah.
Look how much you have left in your R. All you have to do is just walk up to her, right? You didn't have to waste your R, too, because you could have actually just killed her. So, I'm gonna replay that again for you. So, look at this, look at this. Crap.
Blue team has slain Baron Nashor.
Okay. So, look how much you last, right here, I'm gonna show you right before you are. You, like, right before you are is right now. Right now. You have more than half left. All you have to do is wait till she shows herself, and then either decide if you want to R or walk up, because she's right here.
Yeah.
Right? You could just Q her too, right?
I think I could have also grabbed the passive proc by just like running towards where she's going instead of running back to pick it up.
And you don't have to R. Yeah, you could just wait.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oof.
Like, be more patient with your R2s. You don't always have to R2 and just like go gap close. You have time. Your champion's faster.
Yep.
Wow, they actually take over the impact. You guys want to something?
I think he does. Oh, we get him.
Red team's inhibitor has
Okay. I think, where was my shroud? I like didn't use my shroud effectively at all. Yeah, that is just really bad. Yeah, it's just like all my abilities are used ineffectively. I don't know, I feel like the shroud's the worst one though, because now I'm just like getting beaten on.
Okay, so what would you do?
I think I should have R'd first, maybe, and then shrouded. RQ shroud or something. Because then the shroud would be on top of where they're standing.
Right. What about your E?
I probably, I don't know. I should have like, you looked to probably confirm it on one of their squishies. I like used it to get into, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, that was not good.
Okay. Yeah, so you just pointed out your mistakes. So how do we fix it? Okay. Right here, you're legit in our distance. Why are you eating towards them? Just
Yeah, I
walk
don't
up
know.
to R, right? You hit Yumi and Vi, you're right here, go on Corki.
Yep.
Right? So now you go on Corki, you shroud, you EQ, R2, and you ace them and you win the game.
Yep.
This is an ace. This is an ace.
Yeah.
Corki should not live here. He has no hourglass. Vane's dead. You know, this is like the freest kill of your life. But
Yeah.
right here, you could, if you played just a little bit better here, you would have won. Stop shrouding to engage. Don't E to go in unless you know for sure that you won't need it for damage. Like your E2 does 664 damage. That's almost as much as your ulti. Look at this. If you hit an E on Corki alone, he's probably dead with the Q. All you had to do here, right here, press R.
You just R.
Q, E, E, or W, and then R2, and they're dead. You would have had time to get your R2 off before you died here.
Yep.
And you would have just won the game. Those are mechanical mistakes, and like try to be more aware of like your positioning and your abilities. You don't need to always be in, right? You don't always have to spam your ulti. Yes, yes, it's not win. How do you guys not win?
Oh god, I can't watch this part. Oh no. Oh my god. I don't know. I didn't think I was actually like standing in it until I was standing in it. Yeah, that's so bad.
This look how much damage it does.
It's ridiculous.
600 a second, and it's 5 seconds. That's alone his ability does 3,000. This right here, this is on you.
Yeah, it is.
Why are you should know this. You should see this. You should not step anywhere near this. This guy needs to like book it. Yeah, this is on you. 100% on you here. Do not step on this ever. Would you ever walk into a Rumble ulti?
No, definitely not.
This is way
It's like a
stronger than
Rumble ulti on steroids.
Yeah. Look at this. You're dead.
Yeah, that was like super bad. Yep.
Game-changing fights. We'll go back and then we'll track backwards. Right here. We went through this one. You know what'll be better next time on this one?
Yeah, that one I just like should use my abilities and like think about it a little bit. I don't know why I eat in. It was so bad.
Your gap closers and your defenses. Also, I think Morello's fine here, especially with Vayne Yumi, but if you were a lot greedier, you could get Hourglass and then have someone else get healing reduction.
Oh, get like Hourglass and then just use like the little 800 gold healing reduction one.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And you also have Ignite. Don't forget that.
Yep. Oh, true.
That game-changing fight. Game-changing fight. You should have won here. I'd say it's on you. I don't care about how they misplayed. I don't care whatever they did. I would say, like, when looking at this perspective of this is on you to have carried. Like, you.
Yeah.
I've seen you execute combos. I've seen you, like, basically 100-0 people. This is just maybe you were nervous. Maybe you just thought you didn't need your shroud, but.
Probably felt like I was too like late, like I should have been in there earlier. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I agree. It is definitely on me.
Play slower. Like you don't need to always just force. You know what I mean? Like forcing the ability is what I mean. You can play slower and have your like. You also have stopwatch here, right?
Yeah. Don't even
Stopwatch
use it.
installs
Yikes.
Your R2, right? Think about these things when you buy a stopwatch. When you can use it, you should have carried here.
Yep. I
This
could have
is
gotten
why
at
you
least
have
2 of them with
Baron
R2.
too. You have Baron
Yeah.
and the waves to end. You have the waves to end. You just needed to execute the fight properly. Just don't just randomly blow your strat. I see you do that a lot. Just don't randomly just press your strat. Like actually think about when you should use it to deny damage. When you can use it to like just stop yourself from getting hit. You should be full HP here. Right.
Yeah, with like stopwatch
yeah.
and a good shroud.
Exactly, yeah. You should be full HP here, and you should have killed everyone. And it's okay, like, that's habit. This is like a completely learning thing, and the next time you run into this scenario, you don't have to E in always. You don't always have to just use your shroud to get there faster. Play it slower.
I think, yeah, I actually totally get what you're saying about like my shroud is my shroud usage is really bad because I didn't like I like spent like no time thinking about how to use that move because I'm like, oh, the hard moves to use on her like the R and the E, but I feel like the shroud is actually like kind of deceptively difficult to use properly sometimes.
The shroud the shroud is, yeah, like what you said, it's hard to use because you sometimes you can use it offensively. That like that's why it's harder than like all. I would say her shroud is
Like
probably it's
complicated.
complicated because sometimes you use it defensively, sometimes you use it offensively, and because it's such a long cooldown and it lasts for so short, and if you misposition it, you just die. You have no resistance, right? If you misplay and your shroud is down, you're just dead.
Yep.
This is why like her Akali is a really annoying champion because the people who know how to use her shroud are able to actually take advantage and kill people. And then like here, like you tend to rush your abilities, right? Like you have more than half of your R left and you just press R2, right? And then also, you don't have to immediately E2, right? You can also be patient and wait for her condemn. You know she has condemn. Just let her condemn you, and then E2, right?
Yep.
Like be more patient. You're just like, literally, it looks like you're just going like this in fights. Right?
It felt like that, yeah. Oh my
And
god, I just realized I had
that's
stopwatch for this one too. Oh my
yeah.
god.
I see a lot of people do that. Like from this fight, it looked like this is what you did. Right? Like some shit like that, right? Like, don't just mash your abilities. Actually think about the usage of them. Here, right? Like in the times where you should be using the gap right? And again, why do you have to R in right away? You have more than half of it left. Just walk up. You don't even have to actually E here. Right? Because what you could do is you could walk up to him and R2, right? You see how much you have left?
Yeah.
Walk up to him, R2. If he flashes over the wall, just E over and chase him, right?
Yep.
Right? So let's say he flashes your R. Just E over and then fight him, right?
If I didn't even eat him, I could have just killed him with one Q.
Yeah. But stuff like that, you're rushing your abilities all the time, and you're getting like screwed over for it. Not bad, but why? Like my question is, why do you not have Shroud here? Again, there's
Yeah, just waste
no
it.
reason for you
Yeah.
to get there, right?
It's so
what are
true.
you shrouding? Nobody's attacking you. What are you shrouding from? What are you shrouding? Just press your Q. No, there's really no one hitting you. No, why are you shrouding it, right? Well, there's no one hitting you, so you don't need to shroud. There's no one using any crazy abilities at you. You're not diving in. You don't need to shroud here, right?
Yep.
Because if you had shroud here,
I would have lived for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. So what you do is you E, and then shroud right here.
Yep.
Your team this gives time for your team to follow up on you, and then you win this fight.
Yep.
Right? Because then you be in your shroud, so the shroud's like 8 seconds. You'd be alive still. And then you just R. Right? Ignite R, get all that stuff. And then you win the fight. Here, you don't need to have fun. This is just also map awareness.
Yep.
See him.
Yep.
Then you don't get rooted, and then you don't get hit by his W. You're like standing in his W.
I feel like I had no idea how much damage that W does. Like, no respect for it.
It's okay. Once you bang and Corky wasn't getting respect.
Yeah, right.
All it takes is one game.
You get
I'm sure you'll never
slapped.
step in that ever again.
Yep.
Remember the positioning? We talked about this. Where you were thinking how you needed to rotate sooner.
Oh, yep, I remember that. Yeah, this one.
And then ping your teammates.
Yeah, I have to ping more because I like play with chat off, so it's like literally my only way of
You have
communicating.
found it. Look, you know what to do. Oh, wait. Let's see. This is when you kill him. Like, you do it over and over. Right? Like, do this more often. Be more confident in yourself, and then, like, free. It's so free. Build up the wave, take plates, or recall. Like,
Red team
don't
double kill.
run bot like this. This is huge, right? Take this plates, wave plates, 300 gold.
Yep.
Like, don't run down and dance. Like, this is so troll. This is so troll. With stuff like that adds up. All the gold adds up. All your mechanical misplays changes games, right? The way you use your abilities. One shroud here affects your shroud here, right? It's like a chain reaction. You waste an ability here, you won't have it for here. You waste an
So I like
ability
watched
here.
this VOD myself before we did this, and I think I maybe caught like 10% of the mistakes that you found. So pretty crazy. Yeah, definitely. Tons of little things that add up.
Yeah, it's a lot of little bits of, I think, macro and micro. In terms of like CSing, I would say like average. Like, I wouldn't say like, oh, dude, you're crazy good at CSing. Like, it is evident that you do miss a lot of free CS.
Yep.
In terms of like missing E's, I do see a couple here and there, but everyone misses them. No one plays perfect. It's impossible. Like, people dot. That's why they're called skill shots. People miss them. Uh, but I would say a big thing about your Akali mechanics in general is that when you're confident that you can go in, it's clear that you can kill people. Like, same thing here, and then the GP play here. You remember that?
Mhm. Yeah.
I think it was...
I find it like way easier in like one-on-ones, and then when it's like a team fight, I like don't know who I should go on, so I just like pick someone, and sometimes I like do it totally wrong. Yeah.
Is it this fight? You like know when you're confident in what to do, like you don't hesitate at all. You don't hesitate at all. You go in, you use all your abilities, you hit all of them. But then, like, I think when you're under pressure, like here, you kind of just waste your abilities.
Yeah, or like spam them.
Did you actually very, very... If you didn't do that,
Double kill.
and then like small stuff like you should know that like you should never ever
So I definitely know now.
yeah.
Definitely did not know before.
Yeah, it comes with like experience and stuff like that.
Shut down.
I'd say yeah, that's pretty much all of like the mistakes. It's kind of like punishing and then not just randomly walking anywhere, and then as well as actually like using your abilities at the correct time. Other than that, you pretty much didn't make any like crazy, insanely dumb mistakes. Maybe this TP could have been better. You remember the TP when you TP'd here?
Yep. Yeah,
And you
go
should
to
have
the
done
upper
here.
ward. Yeah, like cut them
Yeah,
off.
stuff like that. And then like think about like boxing people in. Think about like when you're outnumbered, like don't just engage. You remember when you're right here and your team is
Oh,
in
like
base?
waiting. Yeah. I don't know how they like the exclamation point over my head. I guess I
You
just like
have like
walked
a
out of it.
camouflage radius. It's a camouflage. He walked
Oh, they
into
like
his
walked in.
yeah.
Yeah.
He walked into your camouflage radius. Um, Stuff like that. That's just like very small things that you need to just keep in mind like where your teammates are, taking communication. But like I don't like see anything like crazy bad. To be honest, I think like you just have to pressure up on really small things.
Yeah. Like this game felt so winnable. Even after it, like when I was like in the moment and I didn't realize all the little things, because like our like team was pretty. I don't know. We were like playing really well together at some points in this game, and then like I just felt like really bad about a few fights, and then at the end it was like, oh my god, I'm inting.
Yeah. I would definitely. It felt like you kind of ran it in some fights by like
Yeah.
misslying, and then like getting too greedy for like the play on Vayne and stuff like that. But overall, I think in the fights that you felt like, I think the ones you were confident in, you definitely killed people and did your job and killed the threats. Um, if I would say if you had CS a bit more and then itemized a little bit better and then were more patient with your abilities, you would have probably carried this game pretty hard.
Yeah. Easy win.
Yeah, but that's like pretty much it. Those are all the things that you can work on. I mean, there's plenty to improve on. I mean, like right in that CSing, patience with abilities.
I took
Like
notes. I've got stop randomly shrouding. When like spotting the enemy jungler, think about fast pushing versus slow pushing. Mash my abilities less. Don't use shroud randomly for clearing waves unless I'm recalling. Tracking bounties for deciding if it's good to do one for one trades. Playing more aggressive in lane when they go up for CS.
yeah,
Using E for the gap close to get closer to them than just like throwing it and punting. Oh yeah, and then you were like looking at the enemy MR to like figure out like how much you need to hit actual abilities need to land on them.
yeah. Like so, if you know someone doesn't have MR, you're gonna do a shit ton more damage, right? I would have said like, oh, if I like first item Merc Treads and has a Hex Shrinker, I'd be more hesitant to all in on her, right? Like you need to know how much damage you do to someone who has MR, someone that doesn't have MR. You know, like what items, like what when your spikes are, right? Because
Yep.
sometimes you have to itemize differently and go void staff. Sometimes you don't need it. Sometimes you need like hourglass. Sometimes you can just go into death cap. That's all like itemization. Um, and that's just like paying attention to the enemy's items. Your build is fine here for the enemy. I would say just pocket oblivion and finish the hourglass.
Hmm.
But everything else is good because they don't have MR, so you were smacking on that. And then also like focus on getting plates. Don't just run down on a fight your team already won.
Yeah. I feel like I was like trying to like yeah get these like kills that probably wouldn't have panned out when there was just like a kill's worth of gold or more in front of me.
Yeah, yeah. Like you could have like gotten gold, and not only do you deny gold too, right? You when you push waves out, you deny gold.
Oh yeah, from the crash.
Yeah, exactly. Like you deny the enemy golden experience. That's important too, right? Not only do you like deny resources, it's like you get more XP, they get less XP. That's also really good, right? So if you get a kill, that's 300 gold. But if you get 150 gold from a wave and you deny a wave, that I would say is equal or better because you deny experience as well, and you get 150, they get 150 less.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, do you have any other questions? I think that's pretty much everything.
No, you give me like a ton of stuff. In fact, you give me so much to work on. I'm not even like sure what I'm going to work on first, but yeah, I mean, I can watch the VOD and like just keep
Uh,
trying to get better.
yeah, start with like basic stuff, right? Like patience with abilities. That's super easy to work on, and just when I actually was like really tryharding and trying to improve in this game, I actually had like sticky notes, on like big common mistakes that I made very frequently. and I would put it on my screen. Like you would think that you don't really see it, but you do. Like you do see these things. Like you do like look at it. Like you'll see it, right? If something's in
Mhm.
your face every day, you'll see it. Um, you'll and then you'll be reminded of it. Like have a set of reminders before every game, like your list that you look at, and say, I'm gonna try to keep these two in mind every game. Keep on working on that concept, and then as you play more and more, once you get a handle of those, like you can start to add more and then build on those, and then work on like the harder stuff. I'd say like work on simple stuff first, right? Like give
Yeah,
yourself
like the mechanics.
yeah, like just slow mechanic, and then practice mechanics, practice CSing, stuff like that. Oh, my goal this game is if the enemy rotates or something, or uh that I kill the enemy, my goal is like try to not miss a plate. My goal is to not try and miss a cannon wave. My goal is to break a freeze. Stuff like that. Like set yourself goals and slowly improve. You're not gonna go 0 to 100 and get all the things at once that I told you. Otherwise, you'd be insane. But it's like a work in progress
Yep.
type of thing. And then you'll slowly, as you become more consistent, you need to work on consistency too. Like and when you do well and you fix these mistakes, you need to be consistently doing it. Otherwise, you will climb.
Yep.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, let me know if you have like any other questions. But that's all I have for now.
I'll let you know how it goes.
All right, sounds good, man. If you want to clarify any concepts with me, or you say I'm, if you have like any trouble on like any of the things we touched base on and how to work on it, just let me know and we can like follow up and I can explain to you more.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Good luck.
Bye.
Peace.